Your 11 Alive storm trackers expecting that risk of severe weather again today. In fact, that risk has been raised up a level here across our far south viewing area. I'm meteorologist Samantha Moore, one of your 11 Alive storm trackers, and we're going to be very busy. We have a few rounds of severe coming in our direction, so let's talk about the timing. We know we have all levels, marginal, slight, enhanced, and then to the far south from about Troup County southward, we have that level 4, that moderate risk for severe storms. And so it's mainly going to be the number one risk for everyone is going to be damaging wind gusts up around 70 miles per hour at times today. Tornadoes, the further south you go, the greater your chance. Flash flooding is a risk for everyone. We have a flash flood watch in place starting at 11 o'clock through Monday morning early. And we have a risk for long track tornadoes across the south side here. Storm Prediction Center giving everyone a significant risk for long track tornadoes everywhere here from Peachtree City, Covington, I-20 southward, but particularly here from about southern Troup County, southern Meriwether County southward into South Georgia. So we're going to have a lot to track today. Our main threats then again are the wind. That's the high wind threat that we could end up seeing many trees coming down. We have that medium threat for tornadoes as well as for flooding, rain, and hail is a threat, but mainly to our southwest to see hail an inch or larger. So here is your weather timeline. Today we'll have that first wave of storms developing during the day. They'll be isolated in nature, so not as organized, but they still could have severe characteristics like tornadoes and gusty damaging winds and large hail. And those winds could do a lot of damage, bringing a lot of trees down. By midnight, that second line will have moved in. It'll be rapidly intensifying, organizing over us. We could see supercell thunderstorms and we could see long track tornadoes and, of course, those impacts from the wind, and that will continue into the overnight hours. 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. will probably be the crunch time here. So we are expecting to see that risk as we head in through tonight and early into Monday. It'll be exiting quickly. So here is the timeline for you. That line coming in as we head in towards mid-morning here. This is the first line coming in. This one could have some hail associated with it. The atmosphere is a little more stable than it will be later today. Right now we still have cool air in place. The warm moisture-laden air will be increasing throughout the day. So we'll see the dew points on the rise. But by noon we could have some strong thunderstorms moving in along this line from Gainesville, Duluth into Atlanta, over into Carrollton. As the afternoon progresses, that line pushes to the east and we see training thunderstorms possibly here along I-20. Training thunderstorms is when you get them lined up like train cars on a track and they just dump rain, dump rain, dump rain. So that's why we have that flash flood watch in place. And you can see that heavy rain just continuing along that same I-20 corridor throughout the afternoon and into this evening. So it's possible some of these storms to our south could really rob us from some of the energy to the north, which would be good news for folks in North Georgia in terms of severe. But it does appear that we're going to see some very heavy rain from I-20 southward, with some of these storms likely becoming severe, isolated in nature. Now let's take you into the late night wave, that second wave starting to shape up late evening and towards midnight. And notice the lines are more bowing in nature. That means more gusty winds, more damaging winds as we head in towards that midnight hour. And then the big round comes in early morning between 1 and 2 in the morning. That's why you need your 11 Alive app ready to go with all your notifications set. If there are warnings in your area, you're going to need to be awakened, or if you can sleep in your safe space. I know it's really hard to sleep in a closet. But if you do have an interior space you can go to, a bathroom without windows, you may just want to hunker down in there, as many walls between you and the outside as possible, because at 2 a.m. we're going to see that line of strong to severe storms moving on in, and that line continues to move across. This is 3:30 in the morning, and it's moving in from LaGrange, Peachtree City, Covington, or into Athens, Gainesville, and then pushing off to the east. So by sunrise, we should see the heaviest of the activity off to the east with just some wraparound moisture here on the backside. Flash flood watch also in place, 2 to 5 inches of rain south of I-85, and with a saturated ground, you know that is going to cause issues. So we're expecting the heaviest rain to be south of I-20, but I think everyone's going to get a pretty good soaking this time around. A 100% chance of rain and storms today. It should wrap up early tomorrow. By the afternoon, it should be looking really nice, and there'll be a lot of cleanup to do once again. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, we dry it out. Beautiful days in store. And then another round of severe weather. It's possible Wednesday night into Thursday. Right now, we have an 80% chance for rain and storms on Thursday. We are in the peak of severe weather season, and we do have rounds coming our way this week, tonight into tomorrow, and then Wednesday into Thursday.